I like the 2 men in the truck. I went last time with them, and those guys are good.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't have to hump anything. I just give them the money, and then off they go.
Physical. You take your physical. You take your physical. Physical. You take your physical.
There we have it. I think we're ready. It is Monday. It's been a while here for me. Welcome. It is March 25th, and it's Monday Motivation with Ogre. So I'm going to turn it right over to yours truly, the Ogre.
Hey. Yay, thank you. Glad to be here. Spaniard, Doc, how you doing? Good to see you. I did, just before we get into the excitement of the day, I did my good deed for the, are you supposed to do one a day, or is it like a month or something?
I thought it was supposed to be every day, or is that
yearly?
Eat an apple or something? I don't know.
That's like eat an apple once a day.
Yeah,
makes you take a shit on Tuesday or something like that.
Keeps you regular. Yeah.
Yes.
An apple
Lots
a
of
day
fruit.
keeps the doctor away.
Oh, that's what it is. I thought it was something about
And hookers.
How does an apple keep a hooker away?
It's a long story.
Because they don't eat healthy. They eat crack.
They eat crack. You got me some crack. Feed that hooker some crack.
I guess that tells you one thing. I should go into better places when looking for prostitutes. Maybe if I change my pool of selectees.
We have Siren's boyfriend hooking us up with a $3 whore on Friday?
I'm still waiting. Still waiting for that coupon to come in.
That's an interesting coupon. Get yourself a gift card. Whores Unlimited. I'd like the $3 bargain, please. That's when they take you around back and take your shirt
March
off.
Madness month.
They take your shirt around your head and kick you in the nuts and take your wallet. There you go. There's your $3 whore special.
$3.
So anyway, sorry, I'm just cracking myself up here being stupid. Oh yeah, my good deed of the day. I was coming back from getting from my refreshing cigarette store and pulled into the parking lot and walked all the way up to my door, and there's steps coming up to my apartment building. So fat me has to walk up these frickin' steps, and I get all the way up there and I hear, "Sir, excuse me, sir." I turn around and there's some long hair standing down there, and, "Could you help me jump my car?" I must be getting old or something, or soft or whatever, but I couldn't think any good reason to say no. So I turn around and go down there and drive my car around there. It's some 20-something hippie and his skinny girlfriend. It was kind of cute, but she was a little skinny for my taste.
You
Really
suck.
Yeah.
Jackass.
So I helped them jump their car. And small world. Did I what? What are you going to ask?
I was going to say, did you take her out to breakfast afterwards? Did they treat you to breakfast at least? The little Dunkin' Donuts action at least?
No, this was this afternoon. This was about 4:30 this afternoon. So no, they didn't treat me to anything. I said, you got to go. You got far to go. You're not going to stop anywhere, right? And I'm like, now we got to go back to Geneva. That was like Switzerland. That's a hell of a. No, it was Geneva, Illinois. And turns out, and I said, hey, that's where they got that Swedish days, isn't it? And they go, oh yeah, you been to Geneva? I'm like, yeah, I used to have my ex-brother-in-law, I guess, and his wife and kids grew up or live out there, and the kids went out there, and I told them the niece's names, and it turns out the girl, the too skinny for Ogre, good-looking girl, was went to high school with one of my, I guess you could call her an ex-niece. So how about that? So small world, and I'm very upset because my Google Chrome is not responding, so don't ask me anything too tricky yet. Let's go into this. Let's go into our exciting brackets.
Oh, the brackets.
For college basketball.
Yes, let's do it.
For those of you that viewed last week, we had our exciting segment where we went over every game in the first round, all 32 of them, and Doc made his picks based on whatever is in his mind, I guess. And
it was just whatever I was feeling at the moment, really.
Yes, there you go. And Ogre, the college basketball fan of some 35 years, picked his based on, my following the sport for all those years and the trends and how good teams are in this season, and actually watching games this year. And the final score was just of the first round. Doc Doc
Damn,
picked 23 games correctly.
Ooh, not bad.
He had 23 correct and 9 wrong. And yours truly had 24 correct and 8 wrong.
Wow, I am very,
Damn.
very impressed with how well I did.
Oh, I thought you were going to say how well Ogre did.
No, Ogre sucks.
No. I suck. That's actually a pretty good year. 24 games in the first round, but this goes to show you once again.
Wow, I'm actually really surprised that I picked well over 50%. That's quite
you did
unusual.
You picked very well over 50%. Actually, that's I don't know what anybody who knows math can
Mathletes
what the clip
assemble.
Was. If there's mathletes assemble, if there's any of them in our
Popeye, and that's 3.14 comes running. No, my question for you, Doc. What's your secret? Were you going after were you doing the mascot going that way, or were there colors? What was your secret here?
I thought you were going
honestly,
like
I have no secret. I was literally just picking on a whim.
No shit. Good for you, man.
I wasn't picking Florida because there's too many of those fuckers.
He did.
I think I picked like 2 of them.
If you recall, those of you that tuned in last week, all 605 of you, last week during the picks, there was Doc had a little breakdown when it came to schools from Florida. Why are there so many goddamn schools from Florida? What the hell? So, yeah, so there's that. So now we're into the Sweet 16 finally, where I guess it gets interesting or boring depending on how you look at it. And I have 12 of my Sweet 16 teams remain, and we didn't go that far with Doc because it gets boring picking a whole goddamn bracket on a 45-minute show about nothing. So so that's it. We're going good. I know you guys aren't big basketball fans, so we don't have to dwell.
What about women's basketball?
I'm not a basketball fan at all.
Well, there you go. What about women's basketball? Women's basketball is just amazing. It's just the most wonderful sport in the fucking world. It's right on par. Those athletes are just one millistep behind guys in the NBA. I mean, I'm full of shit.
They're palming balls.
Cream of the crop.
It's like.
I got some balls for him to palm.
Yeah, I'd rather. I'll give you a hint. About 98% of them players want nothing to do with your balls or my balls or anybody's balls, Doc. They're not.
Yeah, I'll taint their gene pool.
You're not going to get close to the gene pool. Yeah, women's basketball is terrible. I'd rather. People say they'd rather watch paint dry. I think I'd rather watch
I'd rather watch curling.
I'd rather watch dried paint just sit on a wall. Not even watch it dry.
I'd rather watch the elderly age.
Wait.
What? Yeah, he struck a nerve there.
What did you just say, Doc?
What
did you just say?
Yeah, go ahead. No,
the last thing I said I would rather watch curling, and that's no lie.
Yeah. And that a good thing?
No, that is not a good thing. That is not a good thing at all.
What? There's a lot of strategy in curling.
Man.
Curling is fantastic.
It's the best sport ever.
That's what I thought.
It's way more intense than football.
Curling is wonderful. I love curling because I love sports where the quote unquote athletes can look like me. And
so
have
there's hope.
You're one of the boomers.
Have a smoke and a beer while they're doing it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pro golfers, I'll take some of them. Of course, they're all getting.
Yeah.
Used to be, you get big fatties out there. Bowlers, love them.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I haven't seen bowling in a while. Do they still televise bowling?
Bowling is dumb.
I mean, it's like a winter sport, I would think, or just to kind of, you get nothing else to do. Let's go over to the lodge and go bowling.
I think it's on Sundays during the NFL season.
It's a homosexual sport.
How is bowling a homosexual sport?
Yeah, come on, Doc. Now, back that shit up here. Now,
Whoa.
What is that? What is that?
Wow,
mean?
I struck a nerve with you. Why don't we need to talk about your anger that's going on right now?
Well, no, we just want to make sure we capture this answer here.
Yeah,
you're not
trying to figure out how bowling equates to the homosexuals would be drawn to it.
Yeah.
Men who play with balls?
That homosexual?
That's it. That's
it?
That's the only thing I could think of.
That's
Yeah, I got
driving
nothing.
force.
That's all.
Other than
I
the
honestly
shoes.
didn't think you guys were gonna hear me.
Yeah.
We hear everything.
Nothing gets past you guys.
Nothing gets past us. You will conform.
You got any comments? We got no comments. Oh, you got to call in. Do your call-in announcement there, Spaniard.
I did. We'll see if this works. Again, we tried this out before, but if anybody's would like to try and give us a call, not sure if you will get through, but Rajesh is holding the hotline here. But if you want to give us a call, it's 408 is the area code, 408-740-7256. Dial that up, and when prompted, you have to enter that code there. So it's a 9-digit code. Yeah, I know it's a pain in the ass, but it's free. What do you want? At least we're going to see if you can see if this will work. So give us a call, see if it'll work.
And then you can join us for this excitement.
Excitement, because we got some good topics here we're going to be discussing here, debating. And so, Ogre, tell us tonight, what are we going to be discussing today? What is our Monday motivation topic for the night?
We were debating if it was an actual debate or not, but we'll get to that later.
Debate.
I think the big thing right now, in all seriousness, is the Mueller report. I mean, I know how much people hate politics and such, and some people just like to turn a blind eye or say that, oh, this doesn't mean shit, but it's kind of a big deal. I mean, this is going to be something they're going to be learning about this in history class in years to come.
Yep.
The end of my introduction. Spaniard, feel free to fill something in there.
Yeah. So, Doc, what does that mean to you? Does this mean anything to you? This whole report coming out?
Well, it means nothing to me. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just kidding.
No,
Back to you, Ogre.
It's good news. I mean, truly, for all Americans, now we actually know that Russia is not behind our elections. So people can go fuck off that think that it is, or that they are.
Ogre, rebuttal.
No. That's first off, we don't know what was actually in the report.
There's no collusion.
There you go. First off, we don't know what's actually in the report. We know from a 4-page synopsis of the report from Barr the not a dossier, a synopsis. What the hell was that? Who's that?
Do we have a caller?
We got an
that sounded like a dying horse.
We got an anonymous caller.
My name is Shaniqua.
No,
yeah, Shaniqua. Welcome to Monday Motivation. Where are you calling from,
Shaniqua?
What dance? I'm from Alabama.
Shaniqua from Alabama. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I just love me some Ogre.
Well, thanks, Shaniqua. Maybe we met in years past when I did spend some time in Tennessee. That's close to Alabama.
Sure is, honey.
Well, great. So, tell us, Shaniqua, you all thrilled about the whole report coming out and this investigation's finally over?
Oh, hell no. This is over, and I just want to move forward and thank you guys for doing such a great job. I gotta go. I'm making some cornbread and hash, so thank you guys.
Okay, thank you. Thanks
for
checking in.
Shaniqua from Alabama. Wow, it works. All right.
It does work. All the way from Alabama.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, so now
Just gonna get a little bit of cancer scan.
Thanks for catching up, Doc. Anonymous left.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you, Rajesh and Shaniqua. All right, moving on. Where was I? Oh no, the summary came out from the Attorney General, which quotes from the report that says there's no collusion. That's my Trump I'm working on. That there was no collusion between Trump and or any members of his campaign. However, this does not exonerate him from obstruction of justice. The report. Yeah, there you go. The report could not confirm or deny, I guess is always a term people like to use. The report could not confirm or deny any
Grab him by the pussy.
Any case of any points of obstruction of justice by the president. So of course, our fearless leader gets on TV today and says it completely exonerates me from collusion and obstruction of justice. And then the idiots with their MAGA hats go, yeah, it does. Yay. It's all lies. But no, it really doesn't. So I mean, I don't know which way to lean on this. I am glad for as far as my left leaning goes.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, look at you.
About that far. As far as the
Your left, all right.
Yes. As far as I should have gone this way. Stage left. As far as my left leaning goes, I honestly do think it's a good thing that no collusion was found by this president or like any president or any presidential campaign. Okay, I think that would have been a huge stain. I like that word, stain.
Stain, yeah.
Stain, a huge stain on just American politics, American presidency, elections in general. But that being said, this whole thing where the Republicans and like Fox News and Trump and who's my girlfriend there that does his speech bullshit, who does his press secretary, that hottie.
Melissa Cartwright.
No, not her. The real hot one.
Sarah
Jessica
Sanders.
Parker. No, yeah, Sanders. Yeah, oh man, she's hottie. Things I'd do to her, let me tell you. There you go. The whole victory lap by him. It's and I'm gonna take from USA Today here, and I quote: "That overshadowed the indictments, the plea deals, and the convictions that Mueller did secure, and the most far-reaching exposure of wrongdoing around a president since Watergate. Those accused of crimes or pleading guilty to them include those who had served Trump as campaign chairman, deputy campaign chairman, national security advisor, longtime political advisor, and personal lawyer and fixing.
Who the hell cares?
Now, Rajesh, lots of people do. Because what's that old adage where, aside from an apple a day keeps the whores away, is that where there's smoke, there's fire. You got all these cats are like locked up, and there's 30 Russian nationals who are never going to get touched that were indicted in meddling our election, and these other dudes that fucking work for the president in close spots that are either locked up or facing charges right now. Yeah. So it's not like the whole squeaky clean that they're running around on Fox News waving the victory flags for.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do I know?
You know a lot. You've really shown some light here on that. So where does this go from here now? Again, I haven't been able to really follow closely, but where do you think it goes from here? What happens
goes
next?
From here is they go and they start arguing more. Because Barr said even though they couldn't confirm or deny from the report on obstruction of justice, I know I'm using the wrong phrase for that. It's not confirm or deny, whatever.
Right, yeah.
They couldn't exonerate and they couldn't charge Trump with obstruction of justice. But Barr, the Attorney General, decided just to take that and say, well, I'm going to exonerate him and there was no obstruction of justice. And I'm the Attorney General, so go fuck yourselves. So now the House committee chairman, which are all Democrats, because Democrats won the House of Representatives, if you recall, they sent a letter. They say they want Barr to come and testify in front of a bunch of committees so they can grill him and find out what the fuck he knows. And then in the Senate, which is run by Republicans, the Democrats in the Senate put forth a bill to make the entire Mueller report go public. And Mitch McConnell, the leader of the Senate, who's a Republican, said, nah, fuck that. We're not going to vote on this. This is done. Because he can do that because they're in charge of the fucking Senate. So it just continues the fight. We want to see this. No, you can't see it. Fuck you.
That would have happened no matter what. No matter who was in charge.
But don't you think just without senators and congressmen and anything like that, wouldn't it just be not common sense, but just the overall good to say, you know what, let's all just see it. If there was nothing that was found, what the hell? What's there to lose? Just go ahead. Let's just read it all and let's start fresh, right? I mean, it's over. What's done is done.
Has too many secrets as it is.
I mean, like I said, who gives a shit now at this point? Because you know,
Doc, in your libertarian views, you could probably agree with that, can't you? That they should just fucking print it up and sell
absolutely.
It yeah.
I think everything should be transparent. Like,
it's our government.
You have the Senate voting on bills that they're not even allowed to read. How is that even a thing?
Mm-hmm. Well, they didn't. Wait,
Not really sure.
can you
that is.
extrapolate on that a little bit?
Yeah.
The TPP, they weren't allowed to read a lot of it, or pretty much any of it. And
No,
they
the thing was,
still
that's the thing.
voted
That's
to-
well, that's a
Yeah,
that's
but
a that's
it's
a
a wholly,
fucking
totally different topic, but
Yeah.
still, I mean, they didn't read it.
that's a backhanded move. That's when you print up a bill with like 16,000 pages of the fucking bill, and they put it to a vote within like 16 hours. So here you go.
Yeah.
Go vote on it, and you're like, what? It's like the fucking Tokyo phone book. Is that racist?
A little
They
bit.
still have phone books?
There's a phone book.
How's it racist? It's the biggest city in the fucking world, isn't it? I think it is.
Tokyo is?
Nope.
Yes, it is. What is Mumbai?
Shanghai.
Shanghai. Well, that's a good question, man. Wow, we'll have
Good
to
question.
look into that. That'll be a good
Where's
trivia
Linda? Is
question.
she watching? Linda, what's the most?
Yeah, where's our
What is that?
check backer? Wait, check backer? Wait, what?
Check
Fact
backer?
checker? Yeah,
Our
check
Yeah,
backer?
speaking, here's kind of switching gears here. We may come back to report, we may not, but just a quick side note on this. Now, one thing I did capture was that Iran had fired upon or is encroaching the Jerusalem border or Israel's border. Did you hear that at all? Iran
No.
is now, and then the Israel forces are shooting towards Iran to tell them to back off. Now, again, I don't know if you've heard that. I mean, I saw that this morning. Now, again, my news comes a day late, but this was, I don't know, this was ABC News that was reporting this. And so, I don't know, is there going to be any kind of military movement that's going to be heading back or into that area of Iran?
Does Israel
lot
share
of-
a border with Iran?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it was news to me. I guess there was I forgot what section of Iran along that border, but evidently there was a disagreement as far as who owns it, and again,
Well, Israel's one of our top allies, so I'm sure
Oh.
if they're being shot at, we're going to go and help them.
Well, see, Iran did not shoot. They're just setting up camp near the border, and Israel was shooting their tanks, letting them know, hey, we're here. You better back off. So I don't know. That to
so
me
like
seems
a show
a little
of force type thing.
Yeah,
pretty
that's-
much.
That's,
Yeah,
a real,
so
that's quite a show of force.
that's quite a show when you're
Let me
shooting.
go to the Google machine because I think we're getting.
'Cause I don't know where we're at with that.
Continue.
But,
Go ahead on that. That would not be good if.
so my question
if
here,
that was going on.
here is my debate here. Now being that if this is what's really going on, hopefully this will be checked. But let's say that's the case. Do we really now need to get involved? Does the U.S. do we now send troops
Well, I mean,
over
if
to the Iran
Iran's
border now?
still in their own territory, their own country, I mean, there's nothing we can do about it.
Iran doesn't have a border with Israel.
They do not.
They do not. You're thinking you got Jordan and Iraq over there. I think. Are you talking about the Gaza Strip?
No, I'll have to find that.
I got Israeli
'cause it was-
rocket attack. I got rockets fired from Gaza Strip. It's house north of Tel Aviv.
Pretty common.
Yeah,
and
that is
that's
common. There were
Gaza
tanks.
rockets set off day-long battle between Hamas and Israel.
Hamas,
You might be thinking about Hamas there because Hamas is a terrorist organization that is backed up with Iranian ducats. Because
Who
those
isn't?
damn-
What terrorist group isn't? That's more of the
Yeah.
question.
That is.
I
But
can't
yeah,
think-
but
I can't
anyway.
think of a good one. That's funny.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Michigan militia, but I think we used that already. Thank you.
Oh man, but yeah, there's some crazy shit still going on out there. And I guess Brexit too is another.
we
another
should
issue.
just loose the rockets and end the world already. Fuck it. Why
Well,
not?
That's not good, man.
You got some issues, man.
I just bought 6 baby.
You should really
chicks.
see somebody
not,
without.
not a fan of that one.
No, I'm
that's
not a fan of that one.
There's a lot on my list that I haven't done yet.
Oh, here it is. It's right. It's right in front of me. Mueller report does not conclude. No, now it's gone. Let me rewind there.
Oh, look at him. He's got good tech in front of him.
Yeah, CNN, if you call that good tech.
Mm.
Worst
Worst.
news program ever.
Worst time use of program of Monday motivation ever. Ogre rewind television. Does not
Watching
conclude,
you watch TV. How boring would that be?
It doesn't conclude Trump obstructed justice, but does not exonerate him. That's the official.
Well, nothing is going to happen to that or for that. I mean, honestly, think about it. What is that going to do?
Obstruction of justice isn't really.
They're not going to do anything for that.
Poo-poo. No, they're not.
Or
they're
either
not
that,
gonna,
or they
Like,
wait.
this is the president.
They're not gonna. They're not gonna bring him up, try to impeach him, because all they learned their lesson in '98 there with Slick Willie on how trying to impeach a president only like strengthens the other side's resolve, I guess, as far as the voters are concerned.
Yeah.
So I think they're just going to let Trump be Trump. I think the best thing for the Democrats is just to say, okay, fuck it, and just let him, 4 weeks from now he's going to be tweeting something about, McCain again, or about,
Something.
something about all Mexicans are shithead rapists from a shithole country or something like that. So just let's wait.
Asshole Democrats can actually let it go, though.
Just wait for those. I don't think they can either, and that's the thing is that there's people that were so fucking dead certain that there's going to be fucking, some smoking gun, like a picture of fucking Trump, like giving a briefcase full of fucking cash or whatever to Putin or something like that. It's I don't know.
Boris and Natasha, they meet.
It was a fucking pipe dream. I mean, shit. Okay, I supported Hillary. I'm a Democrat. I was a big Bill Clinton guy in my 20s there when back in simpler times in the 90s. And, she lost. Okay. She fucking lost. They said, you can go back and look on YouTube at our old things where I said, all right, give the guy a chance, and they gave him a chance, and he turns out to be kind of a Nimrod on quite a few things. But, I mean, shit, the fucking country, it's been 2 years. We're still here. We haven't we haven't had nuclear war. We haven't let loose the fucking dogs of war there, Doc, and ended the world yet.
The night is still young.
Killed off all humanity. I mean, that's still going. The fucking Republic will survive. People get all worked up over it. I don't know.
Lord Humongous.
Yes,
is not
Lord
taking over
Humongous
yet.
of the fucking wasteland isn't fucking out rolling around yet. And I'm still mad about that too. You made me the fucking the feral kid.
The nukes have been launched.
Oh, I thought that was the alarm on my fucking rant time was up or something.
No, that was to begin.
Oh.
That was to begin your rant of why you didn't like the little feral kid as your young
would you want to be the feral kid? Even though in that movie,
oh yeah, that dude's rich now, man.
The feral kid does grow up to be the fucking narrator and leader of the fucking people. If you watch The Road Warrior,
right? See, you're the leader of the free world.
106 times, like I have. But did you see that new version? Did you see that?
No, I haven't yet. With Charlize.
Nope. Yeah, don't.
Oh, don't. Oh,
yeah,
man.
you'd probably like it. It was
Why would I like it?
I don't know, because you like crappy movies.
That's what she said.
Yeah. No, you are right. I do like crappy movies.
Hey, did you ever finish watching your show about the Who's in New York City?
Oh yeah, The Deuce. I finally did. Yeah, it was depressing. I don't want to talk about it.
It was depressing.
It was kind of like watching Lost. We got all into the sex. Trophy wife and I were just, man, we couldn't wait to watch the next episode, and it was like, I'm like, what the fuck? Everybody's dying and heroin. It was sick. It was gross. I didn't
Jesus
like it.
Christ, it's a show about whores in New York City
in
the 70s.
I thought there might be a happy spin to it.
It's gonna have a happy fucking Wizard of Oz.
It's gonna be a happy ending. Some kind of
and
thing.
you were there too, and so were you, Big Dick McGee or Long Dong Silver, and so were you. What the fuck?
Dorothy. Yeah.
Dorothy.
Yeah.
What a dumb
I
movie.
love a yellow brick road. Yeah, here
What
again.
was
Here
a
it
dumb
is.
movie? The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Now you hate. Now you.
Wow, why do you hate Wizard of Oz?
Why was the Wizard of Oz a dumb movie? I gotta hear this. Just didn't
He's
like
got
it.
this little bitch that steals someone's shoes, then walks down a yellow path. For why? Why couldn't she go down the red path? What's wrong with the red path?
Because there wasn't a red path.
There was.
Yes, there was. It was a swirl, and the two paths separated.
You are correct.
Yeah, I guess you have a point
Because you gotta follow the yellow road to get the fucking Oz, man.
there. The
Oh,
red
yeah.
road
Emerald
takes
City.
you.
The Emerald City. Oz is the fucking land, isn't it?
Yeah.
Merry old
Yeah.
land of Oz. Yeah,
Land of
Emerald
Oz.
City is the capital.
It's just
Now
a
the
stupid
red
movie.
road takes you to Diagon Alley or whatever. That's a
Diagon
different-
Alley. See, I can get
Yeah.
on board with that.
You can get on that, right? There you go.
Yeah,
I thought it
absolutely.
took you to. Didn't that go to the Wicked Witch of the West or whatever? And then she.
Well, she was actually the nice one.
Then she tries to sell you Mr. Coffee. The Wicked Witch of the West was a nice one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you went and saw the musical,
Yeah.
Wicked, you would have learned it more. I didn't see it, but
Oh, great musical, by the way.
You're a
From what I
fucking liar.
heard.
You saw it.
Did
You
not see it.
liar.
I swear
You're a
to God.
liar.
You know why
you
men
did.
go to
I-
musicals, right?
I do.
to get hand
yes.
jobs in the.
Yes, I do.
Why?
'Cause- exactly, because it gets your woman all fired up and you get a Hummer.
hmm
Yes.
But yeah,
In the front
evidently-
row.
Right in the front row.
Yeah.
Now that would take class.
Ushers come by with, excuse me, sir.
Oh, there's no ushers at the professional ones. This isn't like your Regal Cinema 13 over there on E Street.
That's a good place. I love the Regal Cinema on E Street.
They got the pre-hole popcorn holes already sought out.
They have to see now. See, now you're talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't like Wizard of
what,
Oz? All right.
What are we up to? So Doc hates Wizard of Oz too and wants all humanity to die.
Wow.
Yeah.
We are learning a lot today.
Very good.
And I don't
Very
know, as a hippie, liberal, tree-hugging, Democrat, socialist, commie, pinko bastard, I guess all I got left to do is wait 19 months and see who
Run for office.
wins. I ain't running for shit. See who wins the Democratic
I
nomination.
hope
there.
Trump wins again, because it'll just be funny. I love making fun of the left because they make it too easy, really.
Hmm.
They get way too up in arms about everything. Not necessarily you in particular, Ogre, but
No, I know what you're talking
In
about.
general.
Like,
A lot of
like at the
people in
election,
general.
the ones the kids in their pussy hats that were like wailing because Hillary lost. Yeah, I saw that. I wanted to slap them jerks
So-
too. It's like fucking grow up. You
I
lost the
watched that
fucking
video
election.
when Hillary lost of the people crying, and that was like literally bringing laughter to my life. It was the best thing ever.
It's like watching people cry
that
at.
upset made me
It's like
really
watching.
happy.
It filled my heart with joy. to see.
It's almost. Now, Doc, let me ask you this: what are your thoughts on seeing like college students like at these big games
Just
where
gonna
they
get a
lose
little bit
the
of cancer, Stan.
where they lose the football game and everybody's crying? What about that? Is that the same thing?
No,
Oh, that's exactly the same thing.
I have to. I have to agree with Doc on that because if you remember a couple years ago when Northwestern was in. And
Yes.
they had that game, and that kid was like 11 years old with the Northwestern shit on, and he's just like screaming and crying when they lost.
Yeah.
I was laughing at that kid. So, Doc, I
Wow.
can see you. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, you little bastard.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
I'm glad they fucking lost. Yeah.
I find joy in your pain and sorrow.
Yeah. Good.
So I
You're
can
gonna
see
lose
where
your-
you're coming from with that.
And that's not your real daddy. Yeah.
And you're never getting into Northwestern either because
Right.
you can't color inside the lines.
You were found. Yeah.
So
Some good stuff there.
I don't know. So, well, like my bottom line, if there are any bleeding heart liberals out there watching, just fucking relax. It's been 2 years, another 2 years. They'll have another election, and we'll still be here, and we'll have something new to bitch about.
Yeah.
And then, hey, something crazy could happen, and a fucking Democrat could win. Woohoo!
Yeah.
And besides, you had fucking 8 years of Obama. Relax.
True. Yeah. It all comes, balance and waves.
No,
I think,
exactly.
you
exactly.
gotta have it.
Exactly.
Now,
Unless you're
speaking
fucking-
of balance,
Unless you're
it
FDR.
kind of, speaking of balance, kind of ties us into our next subject, and that debate is the brassieres, the women's brassieres with the front clasp versus the rear clasp.
The fuck, here comes the old 735. Where,
That's
what
it.
the hell?
This is Randolph. Last stop, Randolph.
Ghost train? What the hell's going on?
Yeah, sound effects. But
Now,
yeah,
do you mean
there was
front
the
clasp versus what?
front clasp versus rear clasp. So,
Yeah,
Doc,
okay.
we're going to take your position since you are the challenger here. What is your position? Front clasp.
I'm gonna have to go with neither of those And I'm not going with no bra either because I don't like those no bra, hairy armpit hippies. I'm not into that.
Okay.
I'm going with a side clasp. The ones that you wrap around.
And there's an actual clasp on the side?
Yeah, I don't think it's like a clasp, but it's more like a hook, I guess. It's the same thing, but it's on the side.
Do you have one nearby that you could show us? Because I'm drawing a blank.
I do not, but I could probably pull one up.
Pull one up. All right. Well, we'll talk about that. We're going to head over to Ogre's stance.
I don't believe I've ever.
I've never heard of a side.
I think I've ever had the pleasure in one of those. Tell you the truth.
I actually went to school for brassiere engineering. So Ogre, what is your stance? What is your position?
My position is conflicted.
Oh, do tell.
I believe the front clasp is more. Oh, here we go. Do this. Let's take a look at this first before I get on my rambling.
Okay. So
is
side.
it like a fucking?
Yeah, see, they're on the side.
They're on the side.
So you take the wings here, you wrap them over and clasp it to the side.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
And make the boobs look a lot bigger.
Okay.
I see now. Okay.
Okay. That seems like
That's
a lot
the
of work.
secret. That does.
Especially if
That's
you're
not a lot of work I have to do, so I don't
especially
care
if you're
about
tanked.
Yeah.
Where was I? Oh, yeah.
There you go.
My confliction.
Your position.
Yes. While the front clasp is more, I guess, pleasing to the eye or more exciting when you snap it open. Boy,
Oh yes, I could see
know.
that. Yes.
hello,
Hello there.
floppity.
Good
It seems
morning.
like yes, very much. That's very good, Doc. I think those are more for smaller women's.
Mm.
In my extensive experience in bra research, the back clasp with the four fucking hooks there with the four lines.
Yeah.
You know something big and scary is coming out of those things. If you got
not necessarily.
Yeah, well, if you got four of them, they need to hold something up there. They're holding something in. If you got the front one with the one little where you can just wait, where's my camera at? Just go kind of.
There you go. Oh yeah, like that.
That's a sound effect too. Foink. And it just, wait, I'm not getting a good.
Foink.
Foink. There we go. You can just do
Foink.
one of those and it comes right off.
Foink, and that's spelled
So it's
F-O-I-N-K. Foink.
So if it's got the one little clasp that comes right off, there might not be much behind it.
Mm.
And me, I'm a boob guy. So
Yeah, you are. Well, Doc just got educated here. He was. We got a comment here that that side clasp, that's still a back clasp, but the side thing works as a push-up.
Oh, I have a female agreeing with me.
Gotcha.
So I have a female agreeing
Big
with
titties.
me. So I'm
Hey, girl,
right.
hey.
She says big titties would hurt with the clasp in the front. Thank you. I agree.
Yeah, I never
100%.
thought
No need to
about
pinch
that.
the babies.
There you go.
Wow. You know what, Jillian? That was. I never looked at it that way. That is the pinching aspect.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't put that into consideration.
That's where my consternation fits in. Is that I enjoy the front clasp and just the fun and of seeing that boink and having those flop out there, but they're not that big. That's what I'm saying. That's like those four fucking mega 50s hooks.
You know, I thought
back.
you were gonna go with the route you didn't like the front clasp because it's trickery. You go into the back when you're trying to undress. You're like, oh, where the fuck's the clasp? You gotta reach around.
Then you go right to the front, Junior. I mean, it's one place or the other.
Yeah, do something. Adapt, improvise, overcome.
Yeah,
that's where it comes down to.
They're just ripping off from his shoulder. Have them do that. That's when you have them do that trick, like when they fucking change their fucking bras in a car when they're going to a fucking concert or something, where they do the one arm in, two
Oh,
arms.
trophy
in.
wife could do that really good.
And then a bra comes out, and then their fucking arms come out. You're like, how the fuck?
I really thought you were gonna pull out a bra right now.
Yeah, I was
gonna
getting
laugh
ready for
so
that.
hard.
I was like, holy shit, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
That would have been cool if I did, wouldn't it?
That would have got the ratings right there, man.
I thought you were gonna do it. I wouldn't know.
I got excited there for a
You
moment.
know, easy.
There. I was gonna say red. Red's his color. Doc, what were you gonna say? What was his color?
Black.
Black. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense.
Black is slimming. That's why
that is.
I think I'd go with a black one.
Well, yeah. Since we're on the topic of bras, is that true? I heard a rumor that Victoria's Secret's next on the chopping block of closing up stores now.
Yes, it is.
Really? Wow.
Because they sell. Well, I could go the fucking here. Let me go the MAGA
they
route.
charge $100 per.
Go the
bra.
MAGA route. There you go.
I'll go the MAGA
Going out
route.
of
They're
fucking business.
they're closing up because of the Me Too issue, and women can't wear anything sexy anymore for men, so women had to shut it down because they hate men.
They hate.
I just thought it was because no one goes to malls anymore, and that's
No,
where
I think
they were all physically
that's
located.
probably part of it, and I think another part of it is that they sell expensive bras in a mall.
Yeah.
And I think they have they don't have biggin sizes. They don't have that 4 super clasp in the back that I'm talking about. They got
The heavy industrial strength of claw.
they just got them, like that fucking claw in fucking at the arcade where you.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah. Well,
that
one
company?
America is getting a lot bigger though. That sort of business.
I was just thinking that Doc is absolutely right, and I think one of their things was, are there any? There was where's the one talking about the big old titties? Where's she at? If you're bigger than a C cup, you don't need a push up. Jillian, I like you. You can comment on any Monday motivation you like. You have free reign. This is my favorite topic. I could go on and on about this, but
see, not only that, when you go into a mall at a Victoria's Secret, it's almost embarrassing because you get sticker shock, man. I mean, you got to save up all year to buy damn 2 bras because they're like $50 a pop.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Women, all their fucking sizes are different. You ever hear that complaint? That all the fucking sizes are different for women folk?
Small, medium, large.
I never understood that. I go buy a fucking shirt. The fucking double XL is a double XL no matter where I'm at. Because I'm a big fan.
Maybe like this.
That's
you gotta
not
put
true.
Your hand size.
I was just commenting on this today. I actually had to buy a smaller size than what I normally get because the size that I normally get is much, much larger now. So that's why I brought up the comment
size
that
of
America's
what,
growing.
I think
I normally wear large shirts, but I had to get medium.
Medium.
Oh,
you
look at you.
You're actually onto something there. We as a people are getting bigger.
Yes, that's.
And
fact.
I don't think I think one of the complaints really from Victoria's Secret in my extensive women's underwear research is that they didn't have they didn't carry the biggin sizes.
Yeah.
How many drawers full do you have of women's underwear?
Don't get me wrong, ladies. When I say biggins, those are at the top of my list. But
not mine.
How many what? What did you say? What did you say? What did you say? How many drawers?
How many something in your drawer in your closet? What?
How many drawers of women's underwear do you have?
0.
Smart answer. That's what I would say too.
I'm not a fucking freak, man. I just like looking at the ladies in their underwear.
Ogre's in the corner sniffing the underwear.
Is that so terrible? Well,
God, I remember the Sears catalog when it would come out. That was always a treat.
Oh. When I was young,
I couldn't even go through that fucking section of the fucking store. I had to walk all the way around past watches and go around the other side of the escalator.
I think Devil Dog can attest.
Really?
We were so hard up for any type of flush.
So you can get off on a mannequin then, yeah?
Of course.
When I was 11.
Gross.
I didn't mean today.
When you were 11, all they had were granny panties and stuff.
That's fine.
How is that? Oh.
The Goldblatts always had the fresh ones. Oh, that's a good question, Jillian. Jillian asks, isn't Victoria's Secret owned by a man? That's a good question.
Everything's owned by a man, Jillian.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of late on that one there, Joe.
Don't fool yourself.
What? Yeah. What are we?
I think is there. Yeah, I can't think of offhand. I don't know.
If it's owned by a guy, I guess he's going out of business. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna
Are
sell
they still going to
pretzels,
send
huh?
out the catalogs?
No, that costs a lot of money, man. That's
I
a
like
lot
those
of
catalogs.
production. Those were great catalogs.
Of course, that's another thing. They got ruined.
Look
by,
online, you old man.
That's just what I was going to say. It just got ruined. It was something else that was ruined by I don't know,
Interweb.
internet porn.
And all these politicians that got in trouble taking dick pics. Those days are over. So you just got to play it straight now, guys. That's all.
Women have to ruin it for everyone.
That's right. Those MAGA, make it MAGA.
Those
Blame it.
bitches.
Blame it.
Those bitches have to ruin everything. Can't send a dick pic or nothing. Oh, speaking of dick pics, I got to cross another comedian off my list.
Oh.
Like the last.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and to the female viewing audience out there, I don't hate women.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I complain about women's basketball and such, I love women's. But to that point, I watched the new Netflix special with stand-up special with what's her fucking Amy Schumer.
Oh, I was gonna watch it and I didn't.
Yeah.
Should I or shouldn't I?
No, I did not laugh one time. And she was one of the few women comedians that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I mean, her first couple specials, kind of funny, make me chuckle. But this last one, oh man, it's brutal. If you sit down, Spaniard, do me a solid.
Did you go into it with a biased attitude?
No, not at all. I said, "Oh, Amy Schumer's got a new special.
Yeah,
I'll watch this."
Yeah.
Because, like I said, she was one of the few female comedians that I enjoyed watching. So I said, "Oh, new one. I'll take a look." And I watched it, and it sucked.
She's a trash person and isn't funny at all. That's what Katie said.
Wow.
Damn, Katie.
Ouch.
Harsh feelings.
Did you not get backstage passes last time you went or something? Or didn't you get your
Did she make
T-shirts?
fun of you? Good Lord.
Smack a bitch.
She's a trash person. She's not I wouldn't go that far to say
She's a trash person.
She's
Stager
a
trash
stand-up
at that.
comedian. Not even Stager.
So are you calling her a garbage man? Like
Scum of Stager.
Damn, she is a tough critic.
That's a tough fucking crowd. Let me tell you.
God, you should read Katie's Yelp
Yelp review of Victoria's
Yelp
Secret.
reviews of a local hot dog stand. Holy shit! These horses' ass can't make a hot dog to save their life and blah blah blah. Wow, I mean, God.
Another. I got a quick old movie review here from Ogre, and then we'll wrap things up here.
Let's do it.
The Meg.
Meg.
Meg,
MEG.
yeah.
The
Meg.
Megalodon.
Yeah, and I kept the whole
How
time
ridiculous was that movie, though?
The whole time I keep thinking, shut up, Meg, from fucking Family Guy.
Yes.
But Doc, you've seen it? Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
what's his face? Jason Statham? Was that how you say his name? I'm like, he's pretty
in
cool.
it.
Yeah, he's in it. Think, this looks okay. I remember seeing the big posters when I went to go see some flick once with Bottom Bitch, and I thought, oh look, a big giant shark killer movie. That sounds interesting. And I saw it Saturday night on the HBO, and oh my God, I had to force myself to watch it to the end. It was just fucking stupid. And the guy
I watched it to the end, but I mean,
The guy
after
from
the
The Office
point
was
where
in
he was like dodged like 4 different shark attacks from jumping out of its mouth or whatever. I was like, okay. At that point, I took on a whole new viewing.
I was rooting for the Meg. Eat him, get him. And then, and then it's just terrible. So, in summary, those of you with Netflix and the HBO specials, it was skip the Meg and skip the Amy Schumer one.
Yeah.
Although Spaniard, do me an experiment there. Sit down and watch that with Trophy Wife, and feel free to report back.
All right,
I know you just watched your New York City horror show, so you should get to that special sometime around 2022. I figure.
Yeah, no, we just we do watch the Netflix. We like to watch stand-up comedians. That's like our favorite thing. I mean, I wish they would bring back the comedy clubs again, like the one in Maryville that there used to be. There used to be a comedy club there at the Radisson Star, and we would go there, every once in a while. We had a good time, man.
I'm not really a big fan of comedy.
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
I like laughing and I like having a good time, but I don't like comedy all that much.
That's tough.
I mean, I don't go out of my way to view it, and if it's on TV, I don't like watching it really.
What you're like you're like a romance type of guy, a romantic comedy or
No, I like action movies.
Ooh, action. Okay.
Yeah, war movies.
Yeah,
Like
gotcha.
the Meg.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Meg.
Fucking
There's
A.
a lot of action
Well, there you
in
go.
Sharknado.
I like the action that's in porn as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of action.
That's another
There's
thing.
action, but
Internet
there's
porn
no-
ruin. There's no fucking movie. There's no story anymore.
No more. No.
It's just clips of
rarely.
stooping. You
Yeah.
get nothing. You get no guy
just
coming
get to the
all you
point. 'Cause
need.
you don't,
No guy.
I don't need a pizza man to come to my door.
pizza man.
And be invited in.
Nobody.
I can make up the story myself. Just get to the
just
fucking
moving in
point.
next door. Just get to the fucking. That's all I want to see. Let's go.
fast forward.
Stop.
You always fast forward the first 5 minutes anyway. I mean, you just.
We're in the
fast forward.
21st century here, Grandpa. I got things to do.
What do I
Let's
care
go.
if you're short $2 on your pizza and you need to pay him in a different way?
Because it's called culture, Doc. It's called culture. You gotta embrace.
Culture.
You have to embrace it, man. God,
It's the art of film.
Yeah, Doc is so unrefined.
All
Oh,
right,
wait,
let's-
Doc, I had a quick question for you, real quick, since you're a doc,
Answer.
and we were talking about sharks. So when you get a shark bite, aren't you supposed to piss on the shark bite?
No.
No.
Oh.
You have to spit on it because the saliva,
Yeah.
there's proteins in your saliva that negate the venom that's
Poison.
released by the shark.
Gotcha. Okay, I was just double checking. All right. So you spit, not piss.
Spit, not piss.
There you got it, folks. See,
Spit
he's a
on it.
doc. He knows his stuff. All right. So there you have it. That's Doc's Corner. So Ogre, any final things before we wrap up this Monday?
Yeah, let's just go to the fucking. Let's go to the tape. Let's
Go to
wrap
the
this
tape.
up. Give me the music.
Get the music.
God, that is
Again.
terrible.
Rajesh, fix that.
That needs to be fixed. All right, March 25th.
Are you not entertained?
Excuse me.
Let's do this.
I think I need to smoke some more. March 25th, 1965. Civil rights activists led by Martin Luther King Jr. successfully complete their 4-day, 50-mile march from Selma to the Capitol in Montgomery, Alabama. I knew that was coming. March 25th, 1969. You better not boo this or we're done here, buddy. March 25th, 1969. During their honeymoon, John Lennon and Yoko Ono hold their first bed-in for peace at the Amsterdam Hilton Hotel.
Rajesh says he doesn't like Yoko Ono. He says she has the worst voice he's ever heard in his
Or the
entire
Beatles.
life.
All right. What?
He doesn't like the Beatles either.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Don't piss off Ogre, man. This is.
Births. let's go to births.
Birth.
There was a couple.
Let's do it.
There was a lot of births here, but I knew I should have wrote these down. God damn it. Some people really don't like that.
Oh
How
my.
dare you take the Lord's name in vain?
Yeah, I know. I got to like 47 years old, and I finally I was like arguing with. I was like, really? That's like a
Yeah,
thing
that's
still. Oh, this is exciting airtime right now, isn't it?
Wow.
Oh, okay. Here we go. March 25th. Born March 25th. Was that was you? What?
That was me.
Yeah,
Very
that was good.
Born March 25th, 1947. March 25th, 1947. English singer, songwriter, pianist, producer, and actor. English singer, songwriter, and pianist. You can probably just end right there.
Elton John.
What did he pee in?
What did you just say?
What did he pee in? You said
Oh.
he's a pianist? He's
Yeah.
peeing in what?
It wasn't peeing at anything. Spaniard, did you say something?
I did, but I didn't mean to blurt it out. I was supposed to.
I don't
wait
think
for
anyone
20
heard him.
seconds.
Well, you were correct. I heard him. It's Elton
Oh.
John.
Elton John.
Of course it was Elton John.
jerk.
We always fast forward Elton John songs on Pandora. I'm sorry.
Really?
Every time we hear
Katie
Elton
got
John,
it
it's like,
right. Joel got it right.
Is my brother on?
Yeeson.
Yes.
Okay,
he's
Joel's
on.
there. Okay, here's one for Joel. Get ready with the, oh my God, who the hell cares? Born 1951. Born in 1951. Born in 1951, March 25th. Japanese professional wrestler, was the first winner of the of the Japanese Triple Crown.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
No, seriously though, who the hell cares?
I was going
I'm
to
with
say
you, Josh,
Mount
on that
Fuji.
one.
First
Mount
ever
Fuji.
Triple Crown heavyweight champion. Born in 1951.
Mount Fuji.
No. Mount Fuji was an African American female.
Mitsubishi Kyoto.
No, nice guess, but no. The answer is Jumbo Tommy Saruta.
What?
Japanese?
Yeah, Japanese.
Sounds Italian.
Well, his name was Tomomi.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Tomomi, but he went by Tommy. Jumbo Tommy Saruta.
Yeah, I get it.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, that was a special one for Joel. All right, moving on. Born March 25th. Oh, I had a good one. Where is it?
I had a good one.
Born March 25th, 1965. Born March 25th, 1965. American actress, producer, and designer. American actress, producer, and designer. Born today in 1965. She was supposed to be some kind of hottie, but she's ugly as sin and looks like a fucking horse.
Michelle
Really?
Ferrero.
No,
Oh. I was going to say Brooke Shields, but maybe no.
not Brooke Shields.
She was 69, I thought. Ooh.
Fiona McIntosh.
No.
Hmm.
Who? Make that name up?
She was a stripper.
No, she was. Oh, well, no.
The most famous one, really.
65, huh? 65.
This actress, born in 1965 on March 25th. That's the thing. She played.
Sarah
in
Jessica Parker.
That is correct.
That
Wow.
was Katie.
That was Katie.
From
Way to
left
go,
field
Katie.
out there. And Joel got it correct as well.
Oh, she's older than me. I didn't know that.
And another one.
Another one bites the dust.
Spaniard, what's your take on that one? Is it is she ugly or good looking to you?
Oh, no, I would say she's attractive. Yeah.
Ugh.
Especially back in the old.
I'd rather lick the bottom of my shoe.
Wow.
Doc, you and I agree on that one.
Wow. Okay. No.
Okay.
It was,
There's a lot more people.
what was that show she was on? Like one of her first one. There were like little teenage chicks when she had the crazy mop hair. I forgot the name of it. Square Pegs, I
Square
think it was
Pegs.
called.
You
Yeah,
are correct.
that
That's
was it.
exactly what it was called.
Wow, damn, Katie says
What a
the horse
dumb
comment gave it
name.
away.
Thanks, Katie. Glad to see
Holy
somebody
shit.
somebody understands me and pays attention.
Horse
He
face,
does.
he says.
Yeah. Why the long face, Sarah Jessica? Jesus.
Damn, okay.
Thank you.
Didn't she look good in that Stella commercial, though, no?
No, she didn't look good in anything. She looks like an ugly horse. As opposed to the good-looking horses, I guess.
Sorry, Sarah. I'm trying. She's talented, though.
My horse is way better looking than her.
There.
How dare you put them in the same category?
Good Lord.
Okay, that's all I got.
Alright.
I'm stuck on the horse face, and I'm not going to get her out of my mind.
Yeah.
Ugh. And I hated that show, too. That show was fucking stupid.
I never watched it.
And Sex in the City.
Oh, that? No, I never saw that. I
Yeah.
saw maybe 2 episodes.
Never saw it either. Chick flick,
Yeah.
one ever.
The Square Pegs was kind of funny when I was 10 or whenever the hell it was on. 11.
No deaths today?
No deaths.
Nah. Nobody
Yeah.
exciting. The only one I had, nobody would guess anyway because it was Cal Ripken Sr.
It's time to stop.
There you go.
There you go.
I agree with Rajesh on that, but not about the Beatles or John Lennon.
Well, there you have it. Any announcements from anyone before we sign off?
Sex in the City sucks.
Okay.
I'm moving in July. That's my
Oh,
announcement.
he's moving.
June or July.
Out of state, out of country, out of...
No, just
Off planet.
across town. Yeah, I'm going to off-world.
town.
Yeah, just across
getting that rub and tug lease all situated, huh?
Yeah, gonna get that all straightened out there. So I can
Old
have it.
spa.
moving into a place that comes with its own dishwasher and meal preparer. Dishwasher and sandwich. Getting in there with a dishwasher and a sandwich maker. I'll be all set.
And maybe some chili killies every once in a while. That'd be great. Fucking hey, good for you. All right. Well.
Get your bitch ass back in the kitchen.
Is she commenting? Maybe she took a nap.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Maybe she didn't hear that part.
I'm waiting for that 20-second delay.
That's probably for the better.
Yeah, well, it should end on this note right now then. Good. This way it doesn't get in. Yeah.
All right, wrap it up. My final thought is don't cry for me, Argentina. No, don't. If you're a liberal, bleeding heart Democrat, don't worry too much about this report. And if you're a staunch MAGA hat wearing Republican, don't sprain your fucking don't pull a quad there running your victory lap, because it's not the fucking as great on your side either. So
please do, because I want to laugh at you.
Yeah, let's just all be, like I said before, let's all just be happy that we did not have an American presidential campaign colluding with the Russians to win the fucking American presidency. That would have been a lot worse. I don't care how much you hate Trump, that still would be pretty big black mark on the American history. Yes, and other than that, if you don't give a shit, if you're like Doc and nothing's gonna make a difference and who cares, then just
let the missiles loose.
Let the missiles loose and try not to be a dick too much to the next guy next to you. There you go. That's all I got. Don't sweat the small stuff. See you Friday and see you next Monday. Spaniard, take us out there. What do you got? Exciting enough?
I just got one. More than a feeling. I got one thing. The Marine Corps League, the Howling Mad Detachment out of Hobart, Indiana, has invited me again to the reading of the fallen soldiers of this past quarter. So if anybody is going to be around Hobart on Friday at 5 p.m., that's when they will be reading off the names of the different branches of the fallen soldiers, sailors, airmen, what have you, for that Friday night. So I will be there. Hopefully I could see some of you there. That's this Friday. I'll post something up on that later. So don't forget Friday Night Roundtable as well. Thanks again for watching Monday Motivation with Ogre, and thanks for Doc for helping out with the debate.
Tell your friends.
Oh, yeah. See you guys next week. So take it away, Rajesh.
Like us and share us.
Share.
Yeah, give us a share.
Yeah, damn it.
And a shout out.
Sweet. Oh, now we got to start over?
Oh, we got to do this again.
Here we go.
Make sure you stretch. It's cold out there. No pulled hamstrings.
Go Cubs. Baseball season.
Boo Cubs, go Sox.